Oh man, this is so loud. Holy cow. Why is it so loud? Okay, just needs to settle down just a little bit. I'm gonna actually be right back real quick. I'm watching a pup and she needs to go out real fast, and then once I get that done, she'll be settled in for the night. We can just stream until I'm done. So I'm just gonna go back to the start scene, and the timer will start over, and I'll be back in like 7 minutes. Good luck. I know, like, first 14 minutes of the stream, just nothing happening, but that's okay. You guys will forgive me, I hope. Hey, how's it going?
Dragons
Shoot.
shall never
October.
be forgotten.
God, that's so close. That's terrifying. Maybe I'll have to go in and... It might be November, yeah. Depending on where it lands, right? I don't know, maybe I'll just disappear for October. No, because then the next time I stream, it'll come out of nowhere. There's no avoiding it. Once that threshold is passed, I just have to keep doing it. There's no end. There's no real stopping it. The the tide of the triple digits will arrive. Hey there, Dylan. I'm actually doing all right. I streamed a little bit earlier today. It was fun. But then I saw this other game called Thymesia. Thymesia. I don't know how to pronounce it. But looks cool. So I'm like, why not stream it for a bit? Boy, is it loud though. And how about you? How are you doing? Good to see you, Dylan. Let me just make sure everything's situated on my end real quick before I get too settled in here. Alright, that's all good. Alright. Cool. Cool. I think we're good. Just get right into it. Like, shoot. Yeah. I have no idea what this game is. I played like 5 minutes of it just to kind of get a feeling. A starting screen is powerful. Glad you think so, Desert. Your work life sucks and your pair of headphones got destroyed by your poor cute pupper dog. Oh no. I feel that though. I've been working real hard lately. My pupper dog's old. She's got a cough. She's not feeling well. I've been keeping a close eye on her. But she doesn't eat things and destroy things. She just makes you feel really, really like painfully upset because you can't help her. She just is. So she just breaks your heart instead of your things. But yeah, how's it going as well, Desert? How you doing? So I'm just gonna go ahead and start a new game here. I like to see like literally 5 minutes of playtime. Oh gosh. Yeah, I actually have the aux 3.5 millimeter jack. Mm-hmm. You recently lost your little schnauzer? Shoot, that sucks. That hurts. I feel for you. One of my hardest things is that like I love animals. I'm an animal person. I absolutely adore pets, but why is that got to be part of it? Like, why does that have to happen? Hard. There's been an infectious plague going on here. There's livestock that are having issues. Exactly, it's worth it, but boy is it hard. I feel that. I feel that. It looks like there's various kingdoms that tried to fend off sickness. Hermes' kingdom was atop a colossal tree. Alright. Alright, we got alchemical science. Plague ravaged the lands. Alright. Where there is light, there will always be shadow. Ellipsis, but it's slightly lifted to the middle. So my understanding, I heard briefly that people were kind of saying this is like Sekiro and Bloodborne had like a weird child that like they keep locked away under the cupboard and they only let it out to eat. And even then they just kind of make it eat out of a bowl on the ground. Like it's not even like I don't know. I know it's not made by like a big studio, I don't think. So I'm not like super high expectations. I honestly, that's all I know. It's not a huge like super big release. It just sort of came in out of nowhere and I was like, well, I might as well just take a look. So we got an administrative order here. Due to the recent epidemic outbreak, kingdom's declaring a state of emergency and all citizens must abide by the following orders. How many people do you think we're gonna find ignoring these orders? All citizens are forbidden from going out. We're gonna find tons of people in the streets. Supplies will be distributed by the knights. No, they won't. Sightings of plague-like symptoms or mutations must be immediately reported to the knights to be dealt with. That won't happen. Corpses or unclean objects must be handed over to the relevant personnel for incineration and purification. I get the feeling no one's gonna do that either. Man, I bet they don't even wear masks in Hermes' kingdom. Like, shoot, actually, this guy's wearing a mask. Look at the pointer on this guy. Got a nose like he's a proper plague doctor, but it's like kind of thin. He's got goggles? What was that? The drift on my controller is so rough. Here we go. This kind of got like this cool like leather armor vibe. It's kind of roguish. We got a sword, little scimitar, and then have this dagger. Saber, I suppose is the correct word. Yeah, so saber attacks deal damage to the enemy and leave wounds. Wounds are temporary and will heal after a short period if no more damage is inflicted. Alright, so you basically can daze them and execute them. Pretty straightforward. That guy's out in the street. He was ordered not to be. We did everybody a favor, really. Getting the rule breakers out of here. Yeah, breaking curfew, it's not what's up. Also, by the way, Syphils, hi. Good to see you. So this must be the Sekiro side of things, the deflection. It's kind of like parrying. What I'm finding interesting, just judging from what that was like, look at this. It's pretty spammable, so I wonder if it's not going to be like parrying, but it's like active blocking. Like you just choose, oh, it's R1, 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 L1, R1, R1, L1, L1, L1. Like mixing in that could cause some pretty interesting looking fights. I'll be curious to see how fast-paced it actually ends up being. Now, if he's dazed, we can take a little bit of time there. Yeah, no, it feels like it really mixes in well. I'll be really curious to see how it develops later on. Where the Devourer wield your claws. The claw attack. So deals a lot of damage to enemy wounds and prevents them from healing. So okay. Why did it say 22? Hold on, is that a setting I can turn off? Show received damage off. I don't want that. That's weird. So, yeah, the claw makes like the, oh shoot, what's this? Obtaining a plague weapon. Each enemy has a unique plague weapon, and you can reeve this for your own use. So so you hold trigger, that can reeve the plague weapon. Okay. Okay. So press Y to cast the reeved plague weapon. So in this case, if I were to like, is there somebody around? Here we go. Oh, that's cool. That didn't reeve his weapon, but you know what? I'll take it. There is lock on as well, which is nice. I'll be really curious to see what bosses feel like. That's really the real curiosity for me, because if it's like Sekiro and it has the boss element where you parry bosses to get them into like a stance break or something, that might prove pretty interesting. So I'll be curious to see kind of how that develops. little bit of breakable environment. A little bit. Just like 2 or 3 little breakables. There's no like oh, there is a sprint. Oh, sick. A beacon. Yes, resting at a beacon, of course. Light up a beacon. We have a little beacon carrier. Okay, what's going on here? What's this? Thymesia. Okay, so I have level up, unlock talents, plague weapons, potions, forgotten feathers, and cease recall. Those are all locked to me for now. But we have our little plague child. That's good. It's always important to have a plague child around. So yeah, sprint is kind of odd. It's like, right, it's like by default on left stick, like the button press. Feathers as lethal as iron arrows. So critical attacks and feather attacks. So when a green light appears before an enemy attack, they will perform a critical attack that cannot be deflected. Instead, Corvus just must move out of range or use a feather attack. Use left trigger to throw a feather and interrupt the enemy attack just before the enemy critical attack hits. They regenerate thrown feathers over time. Feathers also leave wounds on the enemy and stop them from healing. Okay, so there's a green light. Okay. Oh, that was it right there. Okay, that's not crazy. I thought he was green. I'm like, that's it. So you have to choose how you're gonna parry or how you're gonna deflect. That was the undeflectable one. That's cool. Okay, so the lock-on dodge is kind of awkwardly limited to cardinals. In the backwards direction, you have back, left. You don't really have a diagonal back, but you have diagonal forward. Okay. Okay, I think I'm understanding it a little bit. So you have 2 kinds of counters, basically. Not counting dodge, of course. Okay. I mean, it's really interesting. I don't really know the full, like, vibe yet. It seems like dodging is not going to be preferable in a lot of cases, though. But I'm liking the animations a lot. Resident's diary. How did this all begin? They said an accident occurred on the day of the king's birthday. Having properly lived through an epidemic at this point now, it's just like, yep. I bet y'all didn't listen to the orders. Should have listened. What's going on up here? I got some different paths. Okay, we got what's that? Oh shoot, what is this? Got some like crazy tree shenanigans going on up here, like plague tree. What's this guy's business? Oh, so that... Shoot. Memory interrupted. Don't know how to feel about that. Memory shards. Okay, those... Yeah, okay, right. Yep. We all know what that is. So I am noticing that this guy didn't respawn, so I'm wondering what respawns are going to look like for resting or respawning. Like, is it going to be a single clear, or are things going to respawn regularly for, like, farming? Or I wonder if it will depend if it's an important NPC or, like, an important enemy, or if it's just, like, some off-chance little dude, if it really matters that much. Let's go pick up our memory shards. I can throw feathers without even having to do a counter, which is nice. Ooh. Do I have stamina? I think I don't. So it's just not really stamina oriented, so you're kind of button mashing a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of like button mash in a very specific, like, intelligent way, which isn't all that bad. I don't know if I love or hate that, but you definitely will end up in that situation where you're not really resource managing. You're just dealing. Just mashing and dealing. What's this? A paper on the ground, the second of the witch. The pathway to all regions of the kingdom are either lined with monsters or blocked by soldiers. Now, I'm curious to see what monsters are going to be like. Like, in these kind of games, I feel like monsters are where I get the most enjoyment. I'm not a huge fan of, like, humanoid versus humanoid combat. I really like big, crazy, weird monsters. Fighting, like, actually giant weird stuff is sick. I did see talents. I don't know what upgrades will look like, but I did see talents. And I think this is our first boss. Ornstein, and it's Artorias. No. Who can say? Ooh. Chunky sword guy. Okay. What are we working with, Varg? I'm gonna try to holy cow, that hurt. Can I deflect him? This will be important. Ow. Okay, timing it's kind of awkward. Ooh, you can. Okay, you can totally deflect it. What is this? What is with that kill animation? Holy cow. That... I don't know if that was, like, more or less brutal than it needed to be, but I think that was intended. So that's obviously, like, this guy's really strong. You're not supposed to kill him. That's boss number 1. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. They pulled the old stray demon vibe. Okay. You need the right formula to use Hermes' answer. It appears that the injury caused you to lose your memory, so perhaps it'd be helpful to start with the description of what you still remember. Until then, you can walk around. It might help jog your memory. So, I'm wondering, hear me out, I'm wondering if the hub is going to be like your little base, and then you basically remember the story as you go. So that's why it was like memory shards. So I'm wondering if as you progress, you're basically progressing through the past to where you are now. That would be an interesting idea. A lot of interesting lore there. What's out here? The map menu. The Sea of Trees. That'll be cool. What's this? Her journal. Philosopher's Hill is the royal family's sanctuary. Cool. Lore. This is the royal family sanctuary, quite literally what we were just looking at. Edward the Blessed's notes. Basically talking about the plague. I wonder if we'll find any notes that aren't talking about the plague. I wonder what the likelihood of that is. Ancient words by the gate. It is the exhortation of former kings. He who examines himself shall never be lost. I bet that's where we fight the last boss. It's the king. The king himself decided he was going to become a plague lord. He just wasn't having it. So he's like, ha ha ha. I am the plague lord. And he's going to be an old man. He's going to be withered and emaciated. But he's going to be real strong for some reason that nobody really understands. It's just how it goes. The Sea of Trees. Yeah, so what I'm noticing there, it's like like you're basically going for a nap. We have to go for a nap. And then in our nap, we're fighting to the death as a plague lord. This is interesting. Ooh, there's our level up menu. Strength, Vitality, and Plague. Increases claw damage and maximum energy. Increases saber attack and wound damage. And increases your health. Oh, I still had that. That just stores forever. You go get a plague weapon of your favorite plague weapon and then just take it to a boss fight with you. Why not? So level up. So I'm real curious right now because I feel like the claw is kind of irrelevant. Because realistically, we want to have like attack damage and vitality. And I don't think plague is really useful, is it? I mean, it might be. I mean, that is kind of like your mumbo, like your huge attack. Because look at claw damage is 10 times out of baseline better than your basic saber damage. But it's also riskier and harder to set up. So I wonder what the proper ratio is. Vitality, health is always important. Let's go one into health, one into strength. Why not? Now I just saw talents. Let's take a look at what these talent situation is. Shoot, okay. We've got several different trees to work with here. Saber, deflect, dodge, claw, feather, and strategies. Okay. So plague weapon. Corvus can carry 2 plague weapons at the same time. One is unlocked through skill shards, and the other is reaved in battle. Dealing damage to the enemy leaves wounds on them. Wounds are temporary. Yeah. So these are ones I already have, are the green ones. So those are already unlocked. Extends the time taken before enemy wounds start healing. Yeah, that seems really useful. Okay, after taking damage, a small amount of energy will be restored. I still don't understand energy yet. Perfectionist. While Corvus's health is full, permanently gain 1 stack of offensive buff. Shoot. I'm tempted. Very tempted to take that. Adrenaline. When he's low health, he gets 1 stack. So you basically choose full health or low health. Okay, so feather carry capacity, regeneration speed, feather dash or intercept wing. I don't know what any of those are. Take a look at what's going on over here. So when successfully interrupting a critical attack with a feather dart, gain a stack of predator's swiftness buff. Greatly increase the charging speed of your next predator's claw. So this is how you're going to do your setups for the claw attack mid-combat. So you're basically going to use a feather to interrupt an attack, and then you're going to charge your claw real quick, launch your claw attack, and that's how the claw starts to become useful, is in conjunction with that. That makes sense. Then we have our actual claw here, long claw or short claw. I guess you just choose a path. I'm not really sure. Maybe you have both, or you choose which one to equip. Press right trigger again after a long claw to perform a second attack. Ooh. It causes a bleeding debuff when the second long claw landed, which keeps leaving wounds on the enemy. That could be useful. That really could. Gains super armor when performing Predator's Claw. Are we gonna fight crowds? Shoot, I have no idea. Gliding Claw. While in the air, press right trigger to perform a Gliding Claw. Deals a lot of damage to enemy wounds. So what is this? Is there a jump button? Hold on. Is there a jump button? Okay, that looks sick. So you press B towards the enemy, the right, like basically right before their critical attack hits, to jump and interrupt it. So you could dodge into a critical attack to jump on top of their weapon and do an extremely anime moment where you look at their face and you're standing on their spear and they have no idea how you got there. That's sick. During certain on-hit animations, press B to get up quickly. Wait, is that good? Get knocked over, recover fast. That's actually nice. And let's take a look at what these are. You can dodge twice and the second dodge is longer. You can perform a second dodge. So short dodge is more offensive, long dodge more defensive. Let's take a look at deflect. I feel like we're just going through talking about these talents real quick. I need to figure this stuff out early. I'm sorry. You have to forgive me. I can't help myself. I have a problem. Energize, deflect, level 1. When successfully deflecting or blocking, some energy would be restored. I still don't know what energy is. Still have no idea. Deflect deals damage, by the way. Taking a look at what that said there. The enemy counter attack gauge is reduced. Huh. So reckless deflect basically means your window is longer, but you do less damage while doing it. So basically it makes parrying easier. And then saber combos right after a dodge to perform a stab. Oh, that's sick. After a dodge to perform a slash attack. Ooh. Those are both cool. Saber in air attack. While in the air, press right button to perform a fast downward slash. I gotta get in the air somehow though. That's where I'm currently kind of like, what? Healing execution. After performing an execution, some health and energy will be restored. That's kind of good. That keeps me in the game longer without having to heal. Definitely picking up saber attacks. And as far as dodge goes, I really want to do this like attack into the air shenanigans. I think that'll be sick. Oh, you can unlearn things? I guess until you confirm it? Maybe? Shoot, I don't know. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. So let's check it out. Ooh, that combo felt great. That 4-5s. Ooh, that was good. That's a shortcut. It's funny plague spores. Not gonna lie, it actually feels like it's like this weird, like, balance between clunky and really cool. Like, I don't really know where it lands truly between those lines, but it's like right in between. I love it. It's got a lot of promise so far. So no restrictions or qualifications for the circus. All able-bodied applicants welcome. 20 porters, 10 street vendors. I mean, shoot. Yeah, the deflect is really odd. What I'm noticing is that you actually have to aim it so it lands when the weapon is hitting you, not like right before. The village elder's manuscripts. Okay. That really doesn't tell me a lot. He's just anxious about the village guards. Yo, we climb ladders and we are in control of it. Finally accessing breakables. This makes me happy. So the feather won't interrupt unless it's a critical. I think. It's possible. What's that? A hand axe skill shard. I don't really understand the skill shards situation, but we'll work with it for now. We have returned a brand new program made just for you, the audience. Who else would it be made for? Not the audience? That would be weird. Never trust a circus that it wasn't made for an audience. I mean, that's clearly sketchy, right? I'm noticing there's a couple paths this way. Well, what was over here? That was where we came from. Okay. So let's go the weird, sketchy way first that's kind of hidden behind things. Always go the weird way first. The Tree Blessed's manuscript. Okay, so the prophets say that even carrying just the broken twig of a sacred tree. So sacred trees are a big deal. There's a game I played recently that was all about that. I don't really remember what the name was, but the whole idea of like sacred trees, big deal. A big clown beatorama, Dagger's fatal roll call, and the highly anticipated The Grand Illusionist, Odor's mysterious finale. Spicy. It must have been Ocarina of Time, yeah, that's what I think it was. That sounds right. You had to go inside of the big door on the front of the tree that opened up. And the tree didn't survive, which is sad. But you know, what can you do? Oh, we do got respawning enemies. Oh, that was his mouth, yeah. Ooh, that felt good. This camera angle's a little jank, but... Woo! Okay, that did feel pretty good. I like that one. That was actually pretty sick. What that? Knife. Yeah, the skill shards thing is interesting. Let's see if we can take a look at that anywhere. Is it like an item? You just have them, I guess, and then you equip them somewhere. I don't really understand it. We'll figure it out later. Note on Hermes' life. Ah! Trying to read. Almost every residence in the forest is constructed around the sacred trees. People believe that if they are close to the trees, they will receive their blessings and protections. Even those whose homes are not in direct contact with the sacred trees will carry tiny branches to drive off the plague. So you're telling me these people shoved like tree branches into their bodies in a way to like fight off the plague? Like that's the vibe I'm getting right now. Like that feels like what I'm working with. Druids. Okay, what's going on here? Is this like, oh, yep, it's poison fog. Okay, okay, this is new. This is new, poison fog. How do we handle poison fog? We run. You can't run. Can you dodge? Oh yeah, you can. You can't sprint, but you can sure dodge. Man, they really are trying to hire, like, urgently for the circus. Okay, so a little bit late. Yeah, let's try to bait him into doing that again. Let's see if we can get another critical attack going. I want to try this. Hold on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Do the thing. Woo! That felt so good. Okay, shoot, that's actually pretty good. Use X to cast an equipped plague weapon. Right. I don't have one equipped. I guess I'll need to sit down at a resting spot to equip one. But still, that felt really cool. That sort of like jump on his weapon thing. I like that. Like the interaction alone felt really cool. Does he get poisons? No. Go ahead and just get their attention now. Pull them over. I do like the feathers for that. Being able to pull creatures from afar. Quite nice. Still recruiting. In case we thought maybe they weren't. Oh, there's another ladder over there too. Oh, oh, that really hurt. Holy cow, that damage. Okay, this stuff is not messing around. I thought it was going to be like a poison, but no, that's just straight up like a third of your health per tick. Like 100 damage per tick. Holy cow. That's intense. Ooh. Ooh. We got a new beacon. So plague weapon, hand axe, knife. Oh, so you use the shards to permanently unlock it so that you can then equip it. And it looks like you can further upgrade your plague weapon as well. And then there's this many of them. What? The scythe is sounding interesting. Blood blade, great sword, miasma, mutated tentacles, bloodstorm, vile blood shield, giant sword, javelin sword. What's a giant sword? Oh, that's Yarg's. We're gonna get his weapon. We're gonna get Yarg. I'm saying one more point and nah. Attack. Oh, and then the talent. We gotta put a new talent into. Oof. Hey, Smoke, how you doing? Hi. Okay, okay. Okay, it just increase our damage more. Shoot, why not? Still recruiting. Ooh, boss? Oh, that came out so quick. Trying to get actual deflections is like really risky. Claw dangerous. Noted. Oh, I tried to dodge into it and just got smacked. Brutal. The old revolving door dodge. A classic. A well-timed, well-proven classic. Holy cow. That actually didn't feel bad. I mean, that felt pretty reasonable. You don't do a lot of damage. And you take a lot of damage. Does that just recharge? Looks like it just recharges. So you can probably reuse that for like a big hit. Ooh, dodging out. Typically not going to be a good option here from what I'm noticing. I really like that move. Yeah, the deflection's super risky. Probably huge payoff though if you get really good at it. Yeah, like that. Oh, go for the kill. Oh, that's good. I think that's really fun. I really like that. That was pretty good. Holy cow. Like, what? Okay, let's take a look. Potion menu. In the potion menu, Corvus can use an alchemy enhancer to increase the number of potions he can carry. After unlocking the ingredient slots, Corvus can add different ingredients to the potion to gain additional effects. Got some hammer skill shards. That felt pretty good, all in all. I really liked that fight. It was simple, good introduction, kind of Taurus demon level. Simple. Wait, what? Why does my attack damage go up by 0? Huh? Oh, I think energy is probably your plague weapons. Oh, yeah. So let's say a ratio for this would probably be strength 2, vitality 1, plague 1. And that'll keep me generally balanced. Let's just give it a try. Probably better to specialize, but what can you do? Defense mode. Reduces 60% of damage against basic attacks, but cannot defend against critical attacks. Okay, so it's basically your actual block, but you get rid of deflection for dodging. That might be viable, actually. But I like deflect, it's cool. Hey there, how's it going, Marcus? I want to say it's Marcos, but maybe I'm wrong. How you doing? Oh. One of these in here seemed really good. Which one was it though? Oh. Intercept wing. That's what I was looking for. So instead of throwing feathers, you use a wing to perform a melee attack, and it can interrupt enemy critical attacks. That's kind of cool. Feather dash lets you dash in. Who would have thought? What was I looking for? There was something in the sky. While in the air, I want that. I do actually want that. Wait a minute, what was that about other things? I got plague weapons and I gotta... Here we go. That's where it begins. Build making. So what is this? So general potion. So, oh, I understand. So for your alchemy, it's like, what do you want to do? Like, what do you focus on? How do you want to upgrade your alchemy potions to continue to heal? Ingredient slots, health recovery, or amount. Long-lasting potion and fast-acting potion are interesting as well. Long-lasting seems to be the best, but it obviously isn't immediate. But I will want that when I get there. I am tempted to not upgrade my general potion. I want that long-lasting one. Onwards. Oh shoot, what's going on over here? Yeah, it is kind of mashy. I mean, like I thought it would be. There is that small component I will mention. But, you know, rhythm games. Are rhythm games mashy? I don't know. Maybe. Market announcement. The circus seeks to procure small-sized animals in any condition for use in performances. What does that even mean? Any condition? This guy's got some wild kick. Okay. Got a door. Can't open from this side. Doesn't go anywhere. And there's a way up. This looks like there's too much progression happening over here, so let's circle around this way. Interesting note. You can be hit while the guy is facing away from you. Note on Hermes' life. Circus 1. In the beginning, the circus was just some personal entertainment for the village workers. Few people getting together, amusing each other with cheap tricks. Called themselves Twilight, signifying their nighttime performances. It also implies a way of finding joy in hardship. Huh. Symbolic. Hey, Darth Yoda. Welcome back. I couldn't just be satisfied with just one stream. No, it had to be 2 today. I will admit, I am on the tired side though. I haven't been sleeping well lately, and streaming earlier and then again now. It's like this isn't gonna be a crazy long stream or anything. At least I'm not planning on it. If it happens, it happens. You just got home? Well, welcome home. I need a key to the market's secret room. Note to self, there is a secret room in the market. Also note to self, can I fall from here and survive? Let's try. Key to the market. No, it wouldn't be that lucky. We entered the Sea of Fools under the guise of helping the research team speed up their progress. Okay. Oh, that was that door right there. Okay. Okay, onwards and upwards. That was where I just was, so we're heading this way now. Yeah, I'm actually kind of learning to like the deflect. I'm not a big fan of parrying typically in games, so it's kind of unusual to me to enjoy it, but it feels actually quite good. I was kind of worried about that component, to be honest, because I usually struggle with parrying. And that was a ladder? Where does this go? Where actually does this go? Oh, so I just head back here now. Okay. Pretty fancy. Now, I reckon I get that guy's attention. I don't see any, like, safe spots in the mist over here. I really don't. It definitely looks to me like it's designed for you to go above. I'm just gonna think about that for a moment and just follow my intuition on this one. I can't spot a single safe zone, and there's just a door that's probably locked. Heal! Oh my gosh, it wouldn't heal. I hit the button and everything, but it was like, nope. Okay, so to return to where I was, I need to head, yes, over this way. Now, what I really am curious about trying is that jump attack where I do the claw attack. I'm really hoping that that feels good because I'd like to try it. I reckon it's probably pretty good, considering the claw attack does like 10 times the amount of actual damage. Oh, I keep messing that up. The desire to heal is strong. There is something about it though that kind of makes you feel like an assassin. What? I don't know where to go. I thought there would be like a ladder or something for me to get out of the poison there, but there just wasn't. I wonder how effective running past things is in this game. Can they go up ladders? Ah ha ha, nerds. Can't even climb ladders. The ladders are safe then. That's good to know. Ooh, that is good. Yeah, the jumping like dodge into the claw, very effective. I would do it again. Ooh, interesting. So these like spore pustules are letting up the poison into the area. That actually gives me an opportunity here. It looks like it cleared out the lower area completely. So now we can progress. That's the secret to that little area. I like stuff like that. That's cute. What was over here? The way down? Yeah, the way down. Now, this is just a normal ladder. Goes down. Keep an eye out on that. Aside from that, though, what's over here? There's a door. Does not open from this side, basically. And there's a way forward. Oh gosh. I tried to do the cool dodge directly into it and just got like poked in my nostril with the spear. Like that was not ideal. But at least we know we can just kind of sprint on through now pretty safely. And knowing exactly where I was helps as well. I don't know how far they'll chase, to be honest, so I'm actually going to clear out the little guys. Yeah, unlocked feels a little bit odd. Camera angle shenanigans. Not too bad though. Like a proper mini boss. You cannot charge the claw attack into that. It doesn't work. If you were wondering, it just doesn't work. Maybe I'll just grab my stuff and run. No, I think that's probably okay. It's probably my first actual hard enemy. I'm gonna try to use the hammer plague weapon I have. I'm gonna try to make use of that. Before I do that though, I wanna go see what this is all about. Where does this even go? That was pretty janky. Fennel. Dude, you always need some fennel. Ain't that the truth? Like, where are you going if you don't got any fennel? Can't even make a good spaghetti sauce. Can't make things taste kind of like Christmas. How you doing? Yeah, that feels good. So with this guy, how do we feel about ladders with this guy? Can't open from this side. Now, can we bait them to drop down like that other guy? And can we get them stuck? If I can just hop off here and heal. But he heals so quick if he disengages. All of those wounds go away. Oof. Ooh. He has two different moves. So two green moves where the first one is that thrust. And then he also has one where he does a little swirly woo above his head. Good to know. I'm suspect to think that I might be able to just walk past him and return to that spot from a shortcut briefly ahead of him. So we're gonna take a quick look and do some scouting just to see. Call it a hunch. Anything back here? There's not really a good shortcut. I think you're just supposed to fight the guys. It's supposed to be like, wow, this is really hard. We have stat inflation for a nobody boss, like not even a boss, but just for like a regular character guy. I wonder if that's what it's supposed to feel like. It does feel great. I'll keep saying it. It feels pretty good. Swirly woo might be your new favorite term for a spin. Quite the surprise. I would have thought you would have been an early adopter of the swirly woo. I know I myself am. Well, that guy looks angry. I don't even know where I am. Ow. And quarantine has not been good to that guy. As it turns out, someone who's very experienced in playing games like this doesn't seem to have a problem dealing with enemies that can't climb ladders. I'll just hope the boss turns up soon. Give me a boss and a shortcut. Let's go. Oh. Another note. I mean, definitely a boss. Can't get any more obvious than that. Which tells me there's got to be a resting area. It's consistent. What? Elevator? Other elevator. That's also a boss. Hold on. Scared. We're going the other way first. We're having a seat. We're having a level up. All into attack power. Let's roll. Unlock talents. Yeah, even more damage. Let's go. So I am curious for the dodge and situation here. Being able to dodge into a stab is actually pretty good. It actually is. But I want to take a look at claw because one of these is probably more beneficial with the gliding claw. Because I don't understand how the damage for gliding claw technically works. But if I hit them with this and I gain a stack of offensive and defensive buff at the third one, that might be good. So I do a cool thing like that. Bam. I feel cool and I look cool. Should work out well for me. Now I am noticing there's like a couple other paths here. It looks like this drops you back down that way. So let's go explore whatever the heck this is. This creepy looking circus area with definitely not a boss. We got ourselves a little bit of a pugilist here with daggers. Circus performers. Those daggers actually are kind of putting in some damage too. Oh, stop healing. Oh, snap. I just canceled the critical there instead of doing my cool combo. Oh my gosh, you see her mouth? Oh, that was weird. Did you see how like her mouth was like cheek mouth, not just like lip mouth. That was a pretty cool fight though. I like the dynamics of it. It felt kind of a nice balance. It wasn't just all offense, all defense. You had to actually think about it a little bit. I like that. Good fight. What does this say? You gain a stack of Predator's Swiftness buff, greatly increases the charging speed of your next Predator's Claw. I mean, that's gotta be useful to take. Perform a series of short-range claw attacks up to 3 combo. And hitting an enemy with short claw gain 1 stack of offensive buff. When having 5 stacks of offensive buff, every short claw hit that hits an enemy restores some health. That's kind of interesting. So you start using the claw as your attacks. And then you have to hit him like up to 5 times to get a buff that heals you if you continue attacking with it. I got the damage on the sharpness. I can't really go any higher on that. So we got healing execution. I think I just have to go for the healing execution, honestly. I feel like that's gonna help me out as I'm actually working through the level. So why not? So interesting. Oh, so check this out. So how you upgrade changes the there's like a requirement on these plague weapons. At the top it says vitality 3 of 10, reduces damage intake by 50% when casting, strength 5 of 10, breaks enemy super armor, gains +1 daggers when dodging successfully. So you gain 1 stack of flying daggers buff. Flying daggers, hide daggers in the sleeve and change feather attacks to dodging and throwing out a dagger at the same time. Flying daggers can interrupt enemy critical attacks, deal 5 damage plus 50% amount of wounds, deal 10 attack damage plus 300% amount of wounds when interrupting enemy critical. So that's interesting. Like, that's the baseline, right? So let's say, for example, like this one here, at the ultimate spell, I guess, or upgrade path for this plague weapon, vitality 10, strength 10. It makes it even better. You perform a whirlwind attack. I can't really go heavy into upgrading these yet, but boy, am I interested in it. That's really cool. I did see, by the way, I think your highest level you can get in this game is 25, I think it said. It said somewhere in here. Level up menu. Yeah, so you get 1 talent point each time you increase an attribute up to level 25. I don't know if that's just talent points, you can continue past that, or if it's going to actually stop and cap out at 25 as max level. I don't know. It'll be curious to find out, though. This is definitely a boss. See how it goes. Okay. Ultimate. When a red light appears before an enemy attack, they will perform an ultimate that cannot be deflected, dodged, or interrupted. You must avoid the attack range. Spicy. He's got an interesting beat to his attack. I kind of adore this, like that sort of like edgy magician. It's hilarious to me. Ow. I wish they had a little bit more voice acting for the enemies. I will admit that. Just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Give me some boss yelling out weird things in the middle of a fight. That's how you know he's about to use his ultimate, because he says like something really edgy, like, oh, the darkness cannot be withheld, or some shenanigans, and you're like, what the heck? I am salvation. So something silly. There's like a slight beat where you need to delay before you go in for the counter on that one. That one as well. Nope. No resetting your wounds that quickly, bud. Ooh. Ooh. Now that is a pretty spicy death animation. He grabbed my head with the cane and gave me a kick to the face with his knee. It's like that time I got punched in the face by someone's foot. It was ridiculous. I actually really dig the animations. They're really creative. And they feel real cool. I mean, obviously super edgy, but you know, I can't complain. I actually quite think it's nice. It is like a dance. It's a rhythm game completely. So deflecting that attack right there, it doesn't really work the way you think it does. So the way he attacks, he does a 2-swipe. So the first attack comes out really quick and the second one follows. What I'm noticing is that the deflect only affects one of those swipes. So when he does that attack, I need to not deflect it, basically, because I'm going to take unnecessary damage. So I'm trying to think of how I want to approach that little counter differently. The side dodge seems to have been really effective right there. Yeah, I got a little bit late on the, or early on the dodge there. See if we can get out of the corner here. Yeah, this is straight up a dance. Oh, phase 1. This guy's got 3 phases. Time to learn phase 2. Ooh, 5 attack swings there. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That was really important what we just saw there. He has a follow-up. Out of healing again, but we're cool. Just smacked me in the head. I actually really like how fast-paced it is. This is actually one thing that I don't know if I've ever really spoken in depth about in regards to some of my experience, like with Dark Souls 1, Soul Level 1 runs, where you have to play to perfection. So many Dark Souls fights, especially in Dark Souls 1, are basically slow as heck. Like, even like Artorias, which people perceive as very fast, isn't as fast as this. And it's weird because ultimately, all you have to do is time your dodges properly, get as many hits in as possible, time your dodge properly, etc. But this feels more like an actual dance where there's not real downtime. Like, I feel like it's just constantly engaged the entire time. It's really engaging, but it's also taxing. So I don't know if this is something I should be playing at, you know, midnight when I'm tired and have already streamed once again today. But I'll have a little bit of fun with this for a while because I actually want to keep playing this guy. This guy's actually really fun to fight. The magician motif helps a lot. What's particularly helpful right now is I can force him to do a counterattack, and his 2 counterattacks have the exact same dodge. It's just a dodge to the right. The only difference is that one has to be timed a little bit more specifically, but you just lock him into this loop. The second phase felt much more concerning because he basically changes up his counterattack to have an additional combo piece to it, so it goes a little bit further. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to max out his attack counter that quickly. Does that not feel great though? Like, that feels really cool. I like 100% really, really good feeling. Yeah, see that? That third swipe and he backs off. That's so frustrating. There goes my nearly cute loop. So the first phase, you basically cheese it. You get him in an AI loop. For the second phase, I can't force him into that attack loop just because, and solely because, he basically adds on that third swipe attack onto his counter attack. That's actually really clever design to basically be like, okay, we'll enhance the phases as they go on and we add to the complexity. They don't just go, and he gets one new move, and he gets one new move, and he gets one new move. It's like every move feels new because it's adding on like a slightly longer bit of the combo. But I believe this part can be very consistent. Now, what I really want to know is what the heck is this guy's third phase? What's his final form, you know? Like, I love a good final form. I wonder what it'll be. Like, he'll take his hat off, and then he'll pull himself out of his own hat. And that's gonna be the final form. Ooh. That was good. That was good. No healing that one through. That felt pretty consistent. It's still probably in my best interest to deflect that. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know how to consistently dodge that one yet, but I do know there's a good opportunity for counter damage once he's done with the combo. This is a good one here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What was that? That's an ultimate. Okay, so that's the one you have to get out of. I don't fully understand what the range is on it yet, though. This is our best loop, is when we get him into that kick, is the counter attack. Just get bodied. Oh gosh, that's wild. How do you feel if you beat Odor and the next boss was Stank? Well, we've already fought Varg. That was our first boss that bodied us as well. We got Varg, Odor, and Stank. I bet Stank is the tank too. It's always a pun with tanks, especially main tanks. You got the off tank that's just like, yeah, we have you know, the very strong you know, tank spank named main tank, and then you got like Carl as the off tank. It's never like something that makes sense. They got the person who's really into tanking, and then you got Carl who just hopes for the best. You got like Stank as the tank. I would see that 100%. That's a main tank name right there. Can't trust a main tank with a good name. must feel like such a fool trying to kick me, and he just like can't reach me at all with his dainty little legs. Little magician legs. The little troll dolls called, they'd like their legs back. So, I have a theory. I could utilize super armor to cancel that pretty quick. But that won't stop him from following up. But is it really worth it? Probably not. It just gets me into a really aggressive situation that's not very controlled. I think also I end up in a position where I don't have good control of the AI's parameters because I'm right in front of him. I'm sort of just finishing my attack or still taking damage, and then he can open up with whatever he wants. And it's basically a non-reaction on my part. It's basically just to roll the dice, hope for the best. This will be really fun to come back to. Maybe I'll do this some more tomorrow. I think I'd enjoy that. There's also Hades that I want to play this week, but maybe I'll play this for a day or so. Get a good feel for it. Come back to it. What an interesting fella. One little slap at a time. I am really surprised this saber does so little damage. Like, oh, that was some interesting technology I just learned. You can cut off quite a bit of his HP using the claw, but you break the loop. Part is that if you do the claw, you don't actually stagger him long enough to get a secure out. So you're kind of in this position, I guess, of choosing, do you want to be in an insecure position but get a lot of damage, or like what is worth it more to you, I guess, right? Personally, I'd prefer a more secure position, not having to sweat the little details, but not everybody might be. I definitely think probably add an ingredient slot and increase our amount of potions. Health recovery plus 46 added to this, it might be good. So it's got fennel now. So it's got plus 46 included, I guess? Heck if I know. Maybe it heals more than it used to. This little walk back to the boss too with the two elevators, very funny to me. Just make it one elevator, why two? Like, there's nothing you're adding to the experience by making it two. It doesn't really make sense to me. Like, you don't have an animation moving you through space. It teleports you to begin with. I really want to get a deflect down on that. But it's just too much of a delay. It's also less consistent, so it's like, why bother? Oh, snap. Kind of beat me up. I wasn't paying attention. It's really weird too. One of the things I'm feeling from the combat, the actual fighting, it's really weird, just put it this way. But one of the things I'm noticing is that it doesn't always feel like I'm getting hit. It's kind of that idea of like when you have like a lot of armor and you basically get hit by something but you don't move at all. I'm expecting just to get slapped around basically, but some of the things I just like get super armor with. Their own words, not mine. One of the considerations I'm having as well, granted by how consistent this feels right now, I wonder if later on, some phases, the counterattacks are harder to deal with than the normal attacks. And I wonder if what I'm doing here is only really viable in this circumstance. And other certain attacks may be smarter to play differently against. So I'm gonna have to approach it from a case-by-case basis, I think. I think that was our first flawless first stage. So that's a very good start. That kick is the one I really need to just dodge. There's no reason not to. Right, okay. Ultimate? No. Is that green? Maybe that's a critical. Maybe what I need to do with that one is I need to feather attack it. Oh my god, that's crazy. And then he's just invisible? Maybe, was that a glitch, do you think? Or maybe if he gets his ultimate and it lands on you, he becomes invisible. I'm too tired for this. We're resting. Holy cow. I'm gonna wrap up there. I mean, a cute little 2-hour stream just to check out this game. I'll play more of it. But what the heck? That was intense. That was really intense. Like, my brain was actually having to work at the fast-pacedness of it as well. Like, that's a lot to take in. I mean, there's always the option of grinding a bit and getting some memory shards to level up, unlocking some specific talents. In particular, there's one talent I really liked is under the dodge tree, having no. Is it strategy? No. It was here. The dodge and stab. The dodge and stab seems good, but also this. Because this is interesting, because this fills the enemy counterattack gauge less, but this one doesn't. And it starts from the third combo, so you're immediately going into the faster 5-6 or the 4-5 3-4-5. So the follow-up is really good. You can just reset talents. Shoot, that's cool. It's cool you can do that. I guess real quick as well, I'm not getting any use out of gliding claw here, so I'll get rid of that one. Increase dodge time maybe. Feather. Not really able to use those here. I need to get rid of one more thing. And I think it's going to have to be the step and jump. And I'm going to rely more on the feather counter for this. In this fight in particular, because I can't be close to him all the time for these like crazy counters. I can't even tell when he's doing his ultimate or when he's doing a green attack. I'm not really able to tell yet. So we're going heavy saber tree. I'll do one more attempt on it just to see if this feels better, and then we'll wrap up there, I think. But I'm really curious to give this a shot. So this might be pretty good. If I feel like it's messed up my rotation on the first phase, I'm just gonna go ahead and switch back. Dude's just straight up invisible now. Yeah. Oh, there he is. He came back. Oh well. Yeah, I don't really know what to do with that. I was like, he's invisible. What's happening? I'm tired. Good fight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. I'm heading out. It's been fun. I'm gonna save and exit. How do you exit this game? We're going back to the main menu. Shabam. Thanks for being here, Dylan. Honestly, y'all make my night just dropping in. I took my own little break from streaming for like, what was it, like 3 months? I'm finally able to come back to it. I just disappear randomly, you know? I try not to, but what can you do? But yeah, I'll duck out here. I'll go away. Get some rest. I'll be back tomorrow. I will actually be back tomorrow. It might be with more of this, or I'll be playing something different. I don't know. Maybe I'll play this in the night. Maybe I'll play something else during the noon. I'll have a lot of time on my hands over the next like 5 days. But I'm gonna hit the button. It's gonna cut me off here shortly. I don't really know how to do outros anymore, so